Yo! Oh my god, I love Pamplemousse. I love Pamplemousse so much. They're so good. I was listening to the one that goes like, oh, Champs-Élysées, ba-da-ba-da-ba. Anyway, that's a Pamplemousse. I mean, it's not written by Pamplemousse, but it doesn't matter. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't care. We don't have any, like, Pamplemousse stands sitting out here in Twitch chat right now, like, that's incorrect, Ellie. Actually, that's incorrect. That's not a situation. Why is it that I'm always so concerned with correcting the things no one cares about? I'm not nearly concerned enough about correcting the things that people do care about. For example, I thought that your health insurance would cover anything in the US if you are from abroad, from a country that has healthcare, but that's not true. That's not true, and you should get traveler's insurance because that's not how that works. They will often not cover the entire cost of American stuff because the cost of American stuff is crazy high. So I am sorry for spreading misinformation on the internet.
I pray I don't get hurt when I visit the US during TwitchCon.
You'll be okay, actually.
Yeah?
Because, like, they artificially inflate all the prices because they know that American insurance companies will cover it and Americans have to pay it. But if you're abroad, your country's insurance will, like, haggle them down, basically, and it'll cover it. Like, you'll be fine. Part of the experience of being a streamer is finding out that you're wrong all the time. Like, I'm just wrong all the time. Memory is, in fact, very fallible. You know, memory isn't like a video recording. It's just kind of something that happens in your head, and it's wrong all the time. You like recreate memories and you alter them every time you remember them, etc. I'm super wrong all the time, so if you think I was wrong about something, please tell me and I'll try and correct it on stream. But yeah, no, I'm often wrong and I'm sorry. Yo, Tom Scott has an entire website for mistakes on his videos. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, basic sense and assumptions you make. Also, a lot of things I learned in school were apparently wrong, it turns out. Like, a lot of them. Like, the babies breathing while they drink thing, the humans being persistence hunters thing. There were a lot of things that I learned in school that it turns out were just wrong. And then also, you know, you just kind of get things wrong all the time, you know? So I want to be really, really upfront because I never asked to be like, I never claimed to be especially educational, if that makes sense. I don't know a lot of things, really. But I do like talking about stuff, and part of my job here is to yap. And so in the process of yapping, babies breathing while they drink, it's not true. It's not true, so don't learn that. You're just kind of wrong all the time, right? If people ask you like, oh, what is this? What do you think about this? You're like, oh, I know some things about that. And then there's a chance you're wrong, and one of those things is wrong. We weren't persistence hunters, dude. I found this out. That blew my mind. And it makes so much sense when you think about it. Like, humans are good runners. We can run for a while, but it's probably not primarily how we hunted at all. And I just thought that was true because I had been told that forever. We were hunter-gatherers? Well, that's separate, right? Hunter-gatherers have different ways of hunting, right? You can hunt and gather, and that does not imply how you hunt whatsoever. So the question of whether we were persistence hunters doesn't really, that we were hunter-gatherers isn't really an answer to that question. But it does seem like we weren't persistence hunters, and that makes a lot of sense. But yeah, no, I don't know. I thought that was pretty interesting to find out. And I have learned a lot from you guys fact-checking me, so please always fact-check me. I will do my best to correct myself. Native Africans still use that as a primary method? I mean, that's not true, though. Like, first of all, Africa is huge, and contains just, like, so many different cultures who have hunted in so many different ways, including some persistence. But the idea that early humans were all persistence hunters, it doesn't seem to pan out. I don't know. Yeah, it's one of those things where I did not set out to, like, have answers on these things. I'm not a scientist. I never have been. I'm an engineer. I'm a robotics engineer. I know as much as an early career robotics engineer knows. I'm almost certainly not the best robotics engineer. Ellie explains it all. There is a way, it's kind of funny. Sometimes someone will ask me a question about something and I'll be like, yeah, I think I know how that works. And then I'll explain it. And then someone will clip that and it'll be like, Ellie explains how this works. And it's like, well, you know, I don't know, man. Do I? And so I always want to put it out there. You are a scientist, but still don't have answers, only questions. Well, that's what science is all about, I assume. I'm not a scientist, but I have scientists in my family, and that seems to be my impression, is that it's all about just asking questions. That's very Bill Nye of me. Maybe I am a science communicator. I freaking hate this. But I hate this bit. I'm so sorry. I hate this bit. But yeah, no, the premise is just like, I want to be right as much as possible. Because I don't want to leave people thinking wrong things because of me. I don't want people to think wrong things because I didn't know something. So please tell me if I'm wrong about something, and I will do my best to correct it. In this case, I was wrong that foreign health insurance will cover things in America. So if you're coming to America, please make sure that you are, you know, insured in other ways and safe. Because if you break your leg, I don't want you paying like a shoot ton of money, okay? I want you to be okay.